John Boyega has responded to a very important question that us Star Wars fans have had. Will he be returning to the franchise? Welcome everyone to another Star Wars news update video. I hope you guys are having a good day. We all know Finn's character was wasted in the sequel trilogy. Whether you like the films or hate them, it's pretty clear that we, for the most part, unanimously agree that one of the biggest missed opportunities was Finn. I mean, an ex-stormtrooper who finds his way through the Force, eventually leading an assault with breaking out prisoners of the First Order and other troopers who were inspired by him and rebelled, is what should have happened for his character and arc. But unfortunately, due to certain circumstances, we got almost none of that. Now, a few years ago, Boyega made it very clear where he stands with Disney, but it appears some things may have changed. Will we see the return of Finn? And if so, what role will he be in? So in a recent interview, Mr. John Boyega himself acknowledges that, yes, he is certainly open to return to the role of Finn if certain conditions are met. He says in responding to his comments on Disney, those comments were a few years ago, so they were the subject of that particular project. But I'm open to all characters and scripts that are enjoyable, have a great cast attached, and a terrific director. So yes, I'm open to all opportunities. So when it comes to his conditions and when he mentions a great cast, my mind obviously goes towards Daisy Ridley and Oscar Isaac. Despite all the issues, it's clear that those three certainly had a blast filming the movies, and I think enough time has gone by where they might start to even feel a bit nostalgic. As for Daisy Ridley, well, we know for a fact that she is returning. Whether you like Rey or not, I'm not surprised that the story is moving forward past The Rise of Skywalker, and I'm honestly fairly happy about this, if it's going to be done correctly. When it comes to Rey, I really don't believe you can have her without Finn. The two are like a pair, and I'm still disappointed that they weren't a couple in the sequel trilogy. It really baffles me that this is not the route they went with. What's interesting is right after this interview was released and everyone was going wild over it, John Boyega actually responded subtly. He didn't necessarily respond directly to the article, but basically, yeah, he was responding to this article. So John tweets this shortly after the article was released. If I am cast in any new projects, trust me, you will hear from me on any of my social media platforms. There's no news so far, so disregard any article that says otherwise. None of them have the exclusive. I am open to sleeping right now. Thanks. So I find this message very interesting. It's not that he denied his wish, or at least openness to returning as Finn, but he also doesn't want the fans think he's secretly been casted or anything like that. I imagine Lucasfilm has had many meetings with him in the past. If I were to guess, I would say things are in a 50-50 state between him and Lucasfilm. Perhaps everything that's going on with this writer's strike has halted any actual agreements for him coming back. I just don't really see any big reason why he would tweet this out in specific right after the article is released, other than him trying to tamper fans' expectations. But with this new Jedi Order film, if this is without Finn, I won't be able to help but feel something major is missing from it. Finn's potential was tremendous, but the thing about it is still tremendous. We still could get this story that deserved to be told from the very beginning. If this movie really is taking place 15 years after The Rise of Skywalker, then there's a chance Finn would already be a very powerful Jedi with hopefully a silver lightsaber. We still could get him breaking out prisoners of the First Order and finding a large group of people who retreated from this evil regime inspired by his own story. And we sort of got this a little bit in Episode 9, but in my opinion, it just wasn't on the scale it should have been. So do I think there's a chance we will see Finn again? I really believe so. John and Daisy work great together and are actually close friends in real life, so her returning will certainly intrigue John to do the same. But like he said, it's all if the story and director is right or not. I mean, imagine Christopher Nolan doing a Star Wars movie with Finn and Rey. He did sort of hint at his somewhat wish to make a Star Wars movie, so I'm sure if you got Christopher Nolan on board to direct this, John will certainly be more enticed to return. But guys, what do you think about this? This whole thing is complicated and confusing. On one hand, he said absolutely he is open under these conditions, and then on the other hand, right after, he comes out and says, Basically, hold your expectations until something is officially released. It's all up in the air. I am looking forward to this movie. I think it has great potential. We'll see what happens with everything going on. But guys, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this news update video. Please be sure and leave a like on the video if you liked it, or dislike if you hated it, and then subscribe for more Star Wars news, theories, essays, and more. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one.